Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for week 3 math. You can find all the lessons on. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by stated. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter multiplication fluency. The lessons we're going to cover today are multiplication tables up to 12, multiplication facts up to 12, true or false, multiplication facts up to 12, select the missing factors, multiplication sentences up to 12, true or false, multiplication facts up to 12, find missing factor. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 3 math, the chapter we're on right now, multiplication fluency. Let's just start with the lesson that is multiplication tables up to multiply 1 times 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. Let's just start with the test questions. 4 times 2. So 4 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Option number 3 is the correct option. Five times 3, which is the correct option. 5 times 3 is 5 times 3 is 15. Option number 2 is the correct option. One times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Two times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. One times 3. 1 times 3. 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Five times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Option number 2 is the correct option. One times one. 1 times 1 is 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. 2 times 4 is 2 times 4 is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, I forgot. Click on the OK button actually. Five times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Option number 3 is the correct option. Times 4, which is the correct option. Very good. 5 times 4 is 20. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiplication facts up to 12 true or false. Okay, is the number sentence true or false? 2 times 9 equals 17. 2 times 9 is 18. And 18 is not equal to 17. So when both sides are not equal, that means false it is. Let's just start with the test questions. Is the number sentence true or false? 9 times 3 is 27. True or false? True it is, because 9 times 3 is 27 and 27 is equal to 27. When you calculate 9 times 3, that is 27. And both sides are exactly equal, so true it is. Is the number sentence true or false? 4 times 7 equals 28. Is it true or false? Four times 7 is 28. True it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 11 times 4 is 44. Is it true or false? Yes, option number 1 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 3 times 9 is 36. Is it true or false? False it is, because 3 times 9 is 27 and 27 is not equal to 36. So false it is. Is the number sentence true or false? 8 times 5 is 48. Is it true or false? False it is. 8 times 5 is 40 and 40 is not equal to 48. Is the number sentence true or false? False, it is option number 2 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? False, it is option number 2 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? One times two equals four. False, it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by your. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiplication facts up to 12, find a missing number. Let's just start with the test questions so that I can do more questions. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. So which two numbers have the product 70? So you are given two of the options, 4 and 6, 8 and 9. So 4 times 6 is 24. That is not the correct option. 8 times 9 is 72. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option 2 is the correct option. So 8 times 9 is 72. Option number 2 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete a multiplication sentence. That is 2 times 7 is 14. Option number 1 is the correct option. So choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. So which two numbers have the product 40, which is the correct option? That is 8 times 5 is 40. Option number 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. That is 3 times 5 is 15, option number 2 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. That is 3 times 6 is 18. Option number 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. That is 2 times 9 is 18. Option number 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. Which two numbers have the product 16? That is 2 times 8 is 16. Option number 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. Seven times 4 is 28. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 7 times 4 is 28. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. That is 9 times 5 is 45. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. My next lesson is multiplication sentence up to 12 true or false. Let's just start with the test questions. If the number sentence true or false, 2 times 8 equals 11 times 1. 2 times 8 is 18. 11 times 1 is 11, so they are not equal. False it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 10 times 1 is 10 and 2 times 5 is 10. So both sides are exactly equal. So that means 2 times 5 equals 10 times. Number 1 is the correct option. True it is. Is the number sentence true or false? 6 times 8 is 48 and 12 times 4 is also 48. So both sides are exactly equal, so true it is. True it is. Can you guys please answer the question I'm asking and stop chatting? Is the number sentence true or false? 12 times 9 equals 11 times 9. False it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 2 times 12 equals 3 times 8. True it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 4 times 6 equals 2 times 12. 'Option number 1 is the correct option. True it is. Is the number sentence true or false? 1 times 8 equals 4 times 2. 1 times 8 is 8 and 4 times 2 is 8. So true it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Is the number sentence true or false? 1 times 8 equals 3 times 6. Positive. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiplication facts up to 12. Find the missing factor. Let's just start with the test questions. Fill in the missing number. How many groups of 4 equal 8? That is 2 groups of 4 equals 8. 2 times 4 is 8. So 2 groups of 4 equals 8. Fill in the missing number. 5 groups of dash equals 20. 5 times what number is 20? That is 5 times 4 equals 12. The correct option is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the missing number. How many groups of 10 equal 40? That is 4 groups of 10 equal 40. 4 times 10 is 40. Fill in the missing number. How many groups of 5 equals 15? That is 3 times 5 is 15. Option number 1 is the correct option. Fill in the missing number. 3 groups of what equals 30? That is 3 times 10 equals 30. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, we will find the missing number. 3 groups of missing number equals 12. 3 times what number is 12? That is 3 times 4 is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. How many groups of n equals 5? That is 5 groups of 10 equals 60. Option number 2 is the correct option. Fill in the missing number. 3 groups of what equals 6, which is the correct option. That is 3 groups of 2 equals 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Four groups of what equals 16? Four groups of 4 is 16. Option number 2 is the correct option. How many groups of 4 equals 20? That is 5 groups of 4 is 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on the 3 math. The chapter we were working on is multiplication fluency. The lessons we have covered today are multiplication tables up to 12, multiplication facts up to 12, true or false, multiplication facts up to 12, select the missing factors, multiplication sentences up to 12, true or false, multiplication facts up to 12, find the missing factor. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions you can please ask. Questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.